Jaime Lannister might go down as the Oathkeeper, but Fog Entertainment will go down as the Oathbreaker because it's been a long time since we last watched Game of Thrones. Welcome back, guys, to the channel. We watched this episode 4, Oathkeeper. I'm talking, I think, at least a month ago. Haven't got round to reviewing it yet, so here we are now with barely any memory of what happened. I can almost remember maybe a couple of scenes, but other than that, getting through a 10-15 minute review is going to be difficult, so yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's insane how the human mind works. I remember not one thing, but see, once we scroll through and we read a wee bit through Wikipedia, I'll come back.
Alright, so let's go. We have in Meereen, Missandei teaches Grey Worm how to speak the common tongue. Nobody really cares.
See this stuff, man. See, to me, I think Game of Thrones is always going to be considered a great show just by like the average television watcher, but this stuff is what separates it for me from like my favourite shows. I've never seen, because like you're literally dedicating a quarter of a season to a group I actively hate.
Yeah, Daenerys wants to give out punishment for the slaves, so the Great Masters that had 163 slaves, they had slave children, so she's going to kill, she's going to crucify 163 of the Great Masters, one for each child. Sir Barristan advises her against it, saying that sometimes it's best to answer injustice with mercy. But yeah, she shows she's got that Targaryen blood, and she kills them all. I think they get like put to a crossing, and then did they get eaten or something, or?
They kind of just get like stuff flung at them, and like they're just going to be led there to suffer essentially. But she's now conquered all 3 of the cities on Slavers Bay. I've been saying this for months and years at this point, right? And yeah, it's took us a long time to get wrapped around this show, right? See, by the time Daenerys rocks her dragons up to wherever the fuck, man, and where it's relevant, who's going to care?
It's been going on a long time, hasn't it?
I have never seen a show to drag it out like this.
No, definitely.
Especially when there's not a lot of people hyped about it. Or maybe they were, like, but I'm not.
Yeah, just imagine on Sons of Anarchy if, like, Clay says to Jax and the crew, right, we're going to go and pay the mines and Alvarez a visit, and it takes them 4 seasons to make them, to get from one clubhouse to the other. And I know there's considerable more distance here, but still, it's essentially been 4 seasons of Daenerys trying to make her way to King's Landing.
Yeah, no, it's like see.
But look at Braveheart or something, right? You got Wallace marching down to York, marching down to England. It's like that happens in like a 3-hour movie. It's just, I think it's way too long for this to still be going on.
Put it this way, right? I feel like see with like the Jon Snow, right, and the Starks. A lot of stuff's happened with those guys, right? See with Daenerys, you could go back to season 2, episode 4, and it would be the same shite. It would be some sandy location in which she has took over some location and got a bit more for her army. It's the same pish. It's just rinse and repeat. I cannot believe we're in the 4th season doing this.
Yeah, we then get Jon Snow. He's training at the wall. He's training several new recruits. He gets told by Alistair Thorne that you're a steward, not a ranger, so you're not supposed to be training these people. I'm just kind of sick of Jon on the wall.
I think he suffers for the Daenerys problem. It's like the wall, it has been the same shit ever since like episode 4 or something in season 1 where he like finally arrived here. The wall, to me, the wall has served its purpose. Either it falls, or we actually get people who are good go to it.
Yeah, Master Aemon then insists that we need a new election for a new Lord Commander. And maybe that Lord Commander could be Jon Snow, but
Samuel Tarly, man, he's banging on about, oh, Jon, I don't know if Gilly's going to be safe in Millstown.
Why don't you keep her safe then? You're the White Walker killer.
I know. What a horrific decision.
Honestly, I think the White Walkers, the myth about them, has pretty much died.
Yep.
See, if not the way like from the beginning they've been trying to warn people and Like, let's say King Robert you're trying to warn King Robert about the White Walkers, and then Ned lets it slip. By the way, this guy shows a picture. Samwell Tarly killed one of them. King Robert would be like, well, I'm not fucking worried about them. If Samwell Tarly can take one out, then, they're no threat to us.
I've just never seen a show have such a threat be wiped out by such a lack of threat.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that covers everything that's going on at the Wall. In King's Landing, what do we get here? We've got Bran. He's telling Jaime to go visit his brother Tyrion in the dungeon, saying that Tyrion named Jaime as his champion in the Eyrie, but because Jaime would need to... Jaime wasn't, I don't know, I think the woman at the Eyrie says that Jaime wasn't allowed to do it because it needed to be someone present. That's why Bran stepped in. Basically just saying to Jaime here, go and visit your brother, he cares about you that much. But is that really a good example? Oh, your brother Tyrion, he named you as his champion. The reason he named Jaime as his champion because Jaime Lannister's the best fucking sword fighter. It's nothing to do with caring about him. Like,
I know.
You could actually argue the opposite. You could argue that if Tyrion, like, if it's about caring, then he wouldn't pick him. He wouldn't want to put his life in danger.
I'd agree with that, and also Jaime Lannister's got one hand, folks. He's not as good as he once was.
Yeah, I highly doubt he'll be fighting anytime soon. I mean, he can't even beat this Bronn guy, so... Not the Bronn shit, but anyway. Jaime visits him. Tyrion tries to convince him that he didn't kill Joffrey. I think Jaime believes him, but he tells his brother that Cersei's out for blood. And, yeah, on the panel there's going to be at least one judge that wants him dead, and that is his father. So, yeah, Tywin will be one of the 3 judges.
He will be, will be interesting. The fact that the guy... But see, is this not just corrupt for the get-go?
Yeah, then Jaime tells Tyrion that Cersei's offering a knighthood to whoever captures Sansa. Tyrion insists that Sansa had nothing to do with the murder, but then again, how can Tyrion really know that? Because he doesn't know who done it. All he really knows is it wasn't him. Can Tyrion really say 100% without, like, 1 ounce of, like, doubt that it wasn't Sansa that done it?
Yeah, he can't really. And he's a smart guy. Normally when he says something, it's, like, 100% authentic and, like, by the book. Like, truth. Like, he actually knows.
Yeah, so that was a bit strange. Jaime then tells Cersei that, essentially, that he doesn't think that Tyrion done it. And he's not going to condemn his brother to murder. This pisses her off. She doesn't like it. What else did we have? With Lady Olenna telling Margaery she's about to leave the High Garden. She's going to marry the new king, Tommen. So Margaery and Tommen are going to get together. Seems a bit too young for Margaery, like, but...
Tommen's not going to complain, brother. But again, it's just like the same story. Like, oh, Cersei's going to drive a wedge between you and Tommen. It's like, why can't Cersei just fucking know her role?
Yeah, Olenna is insisting that Tyrion is innocent.
She kind of alludes to who did it.
Yeah, Margaery says you've no proof, you can't be certain. But Olenna states that, yeah, she thinks that Tyrion is innocent. And she says there's no way she would ever let Margaery marry that beast. So, aye. I mean, to me, this is Olenna basically saying, I did it because I wasn't going to allow you to become his wife and, that sick, twisted piece of shit Joffrey. So, it seems like we know who now killed Joffrey. Or at least she's alluding to the fact that she done it. Or she got someone else to do it. So, yeah, did she plant the poison or what? We don't really know. Yeah, Margaery seemed...
We got lackluster of this 90-year-old killed him.
Yeah, Margaery didn't seem too upset, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, did she really want to be Joffrey? I don't think so.
No, Jaime Lannister, though, he tasks Brienne of Tarth with finding Sansa. He gives her the big sword, doesn't he? He gives her Podrick Payne as a squire. I like this Podrick guy, he's alright.
Yeah, and he also gives her the sword that he was given at the start of the season by his father.
Oathkeeper.
And it is steel forged from Ned Stark's sword. And it should be used to defend Ned Stark's daughter. So, I mean, that was a nice wee touch there, I guess. And aye, Brienne names the sword Oathkeeper. Because she's going to keep her oath. Or at least she's going to keep Jaime Lannister's oath, I guess.
Name, but Sansa then, we cut to her on the narrow sea. Hey, Peter, you killed Jeffrey Baratheon. Don't know why I've got an Eastern European voice. But Baelish, I don't know, man. This guy's just a bit weird, isn't he?
I think Baelish would kill if the coin was right. If the gold was right, I've no doubt that Peter Baelish would kill. Is it just me, or did like money and finances back then not even feel real? We just talk about coins and it just we're in debt and all this stuff to the king. I mean, it just feels like
there's no real
non-existent money.
It just feels like word of mouth. It doesn't feel like there's actually
where's the documents?
There's like files backing this up.
It's not like get online banking shit, you know. It's a bit, I don't know.
No, like what is stopping them from saying here? Yeah, we've only got this amount of money here, but see over there, 200 miles. It's guarded by a lot of our men. There's like 500 million coins, man.
Yeah. Right. At Craster's Keep, we've got what we got at Craster's Keep. We've got those mutants. I think they're raping Craster's wives. You got Carl Tanner. He's drinking from the skull of Jor Mormont. When's someone going to turn up and kill these guys?
Well, who knows, but I tell you who does turn up. Brian Stark and his band of jobbers, because they end up getting taken by everyone at Craster's Keep. Craster's Keep, man. See Bran's wee fucking jobber crew and Craster's Keep. Is there anything worse? Yeah, Daenerys is the answer, but it's a lot of jobbers getting a lot of action, and I'm not liking it, man.
Yeah, so Bran...
See Bran doing this weird twitching thing and then going into the vision of a crow.
Yeah, it doesn't do much for me. Anyway, he gets captured, his crew, they're being held by, the people at Craster's Keep. I guess the former people... I guess the former men of the Night's Watch. They kind of left it, I guess. So and then what else do we have?
A lone White Walker gets Craster's last son. So essentially, what this tells me is because there's going to be no more baby boys for the White Walkers to eat, their deal's going to be soon off the table.
And the White Walkers will now advance.
But like we pointed out 10 minutes ago, when Samuel Tarly brought one of them down, what are they going to advance with? No, I'm sorry. Why? Why did they have Samuel Tarly kill that one? No, man, that is awful. That is horrific. Whoever wrote that, George R.R. Martin, what does the R stands for? Retard? I mean, seriously?
Yeah, nah, for me, disappointing. Anyway,
I just think there's see before the White Walkers become like a serious threat and they're like actively over the wall. I see no purpose for anyone to kill them, and I mean anyone.
Yeah.
Even if the Mountain and the Hound fucking tag team man hit a 3D Dudley style on one of them, it's like what's the fucking need? But Samuel Tarly, ridiculous, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep thinking, damn, these White Walkers got taken down by Samuel Tarly, so there really should be no threat to anybody.
Yeah, it's like, see if Breaking Bad introduced Gustavo Fring after, Walter Jr. beat him in an arm wrestling contest or something, you'd be like, what are you doing here, Walter? Yeah, Gus.
Anyway, time to rate the episode. Don't really care for the Dany stuff. Don't really care for Sansa being whisked away by Peter Baelish.
I'll get a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't really care for the Bran stuff. If it's not happening in King's Landing, it's just not really it.
Do you feel like the follow-up to Joffrey's death's been a bit poor?
Yeah, I do.
I heard a lot of good stuff about season 4 of Game of Thrones.
Me too.
It's unmissable. Yeah, every episode's great. I'm just like the king has died, and everything just feels like it's been deflated. Like the guy accused of it's just sitting there.
Yep, waiting to go on trial. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. I'll get a 6 as well. Why not? 6 out of 10. I mean, decent, but not great. Not what I was expecting. Maybe it will pick up, though. And, I'm looking forward to the trial beginning. That should be good. Anyway, guys, till next time. Peace.